Michelle waiting over here. She needs you. this side's not ready, so. Ooh, Virginia's not, okay. Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well and here to celebrate today. So I'm going to have okay, good. Sorry, we're waiting for someone at the top. We're ready now. Thank you. So, all right. So on behalf of Pasco-Hernando State College's nursing department, I am delighted to welcome you to our summer 2026 practical nursing pinning ceremony. Each student here has successfully completed the rigorous requirements of the practical nursing program. We are here to celebrate the accomplishments of these graduates. At this time, I would like to ask the audience to please silence your phones. Thank you. And now, please turn your attention to the center aisles as our graduates process into the auditorium. Mia, you're here with me. All right. If I could ask the audience to stand while Mia Perez, North Campus PN graduate, leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, it is an honor to present to you Dr. Eric Hall, PHSC's 6th president. Please welcome Dr. Hall.
Good morning. Oh, we can do better than that. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Well, first and foremost, I want to congratulate our graduates. And as mentioned, my name is Eric Hall, and I have the privilege and honor of serving as the 6th president here at Pasco-Hernando State College. And I'm also always very proud to say this. I'm also the first president to be an alum of our college. It is, like I said, I always appreciate the shout out. So, you know, when you go back and you look at our 54-year history of serving our community, and you look at what this institution has meant to so many people here locally and afar. You know, many students come here, they, like myself, you start your academic journey and you don't always know where it's going to take you. And today we have incredible graduates who are going to be out there helping to care and serve in our community and care for others. And so we are so proud, and again, want to congratulate you for choosing the path that you've chosen, but also for being able to accomplish what you're accomplishing today. So I just want to say a few things. You know, for those that don't know, Pasco-Hernando State College, we are one of 28 state colleges here in Florida. But outside of that, as a system, we are #1 ranked college and university system in the country for 10 years in a row. I don't know if everybody knows that, but the report just came out. For 10 years in a row, we have been ranked #1 in the nation. You can clap, because again, that's something to celebrate. Here in the state of Florida, when we talk about our nursing programs, we are right there in the top 2. And what that means is that because of things like our NCLEX pass rates, the fact that we're not just preparing our students to be able to take the exams and the assessments to know the technical skills, but knowing the skills that you have learned throughout your journey with our program about what I consider to be those soft skills, those skills that are about how do you care for others, especially in those moments of challenge. I mean, many of us can think about the time where we've had a loved one that is being cared for, right? We can think about how those moments matter. Going back to the old golden rule, do you treat people the way you want to be treated? In those moments where it might not just be the patient, it might be the loved one that's by their side who needs that encouragement or needs that time of support. And those moments are going to matter. And I know with great confidence that not only have you prepared yourself through the program here at PHSC for, again, those technical skills that you showed that you master through our NCLEX exams, but also those skills that go beyond test scores into, again, those skills that show that you truly care about those that you serve. So I'm going to ask our graduates today, first and foremost, if you could, can you stand and give a round of applause to the incredible staff and faculty that have helped to get you to this moment? Because they have worked incredibly hard. Now, don't sit yet, because I'm going to ask you to turn around, because the fact of the matter is none of us get to where we are on our journeys alone. So look at your family, friends, and loved ones that are here with you today, and please give them a round of applause, because I know how incredibly proud we are, but I can only imagine how incredibly proud they are. So please be seated. I want to be brief, but I just like to share, we really are proud. We're excited because, again, you've chosen a hard path. If it was easy, anybody could do it. And the fact is you chose a path that oftentimes is less followed. It's one that's not always chosen because, again, it is hard. It's not just the demands of what you have to learn, it's the demands of how you have to serve. Because one day, it might be myself, it might be one of my loved ones that you're there caring for. And so I take the role that we play here at the college very seriously, in the fact that our committed staff and faculty that are helping all of our students get to this moment, it's a calling of service, and I do want to thank all of you for what you do. I want to thank our dean. I want to thank, our assistant dean or deputy dean. Sometimes I get these titles wrong, don't judge me. But at the end of the day, I know Patricia. So I go by first names. I'm a little bit more informal. But when you have individuals like Dr. Gabbard, Patricia Stewart, others that are here to help make sure that we're creating the right conditions for success, that makes a world of difference. And so I thank all of you again for what you do. When you think about where you are today, in this moment, again, you didn't get here alone. We've talked about the family, friends, and loved ones. We've talked about the relationships that you have probably formed with many of your colleagues and students throughout this journey. And those relationships don't go away after today. But I just want to tell a quick story, and then I'm going to sit down, I promise. This story is not about a healthcare profession, but it's about a businessman. And this businessman is on a journey. He's getting ready to drive, and he's, like many of us, you start going anywhere in the area and you're going up the interstate. It's not uncommon to find traffic, right? But he's got to get on a journey, and he's got to get to the other side of the state at a meeting that he's got to go to. So he does what many people do. They follow the map on their phone, and it says you can reroute and take a back road to maybe get to where you want to go. And he gets off an exit and he starts to drive, and he's going down this back road. And before long, we've all been there, right? You lose your signal and it comes up rerouting, and it doesn't know where you are, so you lose your bearings. And on this back road, there's no traffic. He doesn't know where he's at. His phone's not working, so he goes old school. And those of us that know what old school means you open up the glove compartment and you get out that really big map. How many of you in the room remember the big maps? That once you unfold them, you can't fold them back, right? Those are relics. If you don't know what those are, we'll find one for you. So he opens up that big map, and when he's trying to get his bearings about where to go, he ends up losing sight of the road, and he ends up driving into a ditch. Now, he's fine, he's not hurt, but his car's stuck. And like I said, he's on this back road, and there's nobody around. He's looking everywhere. He gets out, he's looking up this end of the road, there's no cars coming. He looks up this end, there's no cars. He's out there, can't get out of the ditch, phone isn't working, he has no signal, but he sees up over the ridge that there's the top of a barn. So he walks in that direction, and he makes his way over to the farmhouse. The farmer comes out and greets him. The businessman tells the farmer, here's my predicament. Can I use your phone? Any way I can get some help to get my car out of the ditch? And the farmer says, you know what, give me just a minute, I'll be right back. The farmer goes out to the barn. A few minutes later, he comes out, and he's leading this old mule. Farmer says, you know what, can you show me where your car is? And I'm going to take old Warwick down here and we're going to pull your car out of the ditch. They make their way down there. The businessman takes him down to his car. The farmer's hooking old Warwick, the mule, up to the front of the car. He grabs the reins and he snaps the reins and he says, pull, Warwick. Well, at this point in time, the businessman has like zero confidence that old mule is going to do anything with that car. Because one, the mule's old, and two, he's like, what can one mule potentially do at all to get his big car out of that ditch? Well, the farmer proceeds. He snaps the reins again. He says, pull, Warwick, but he doesn't stop there. Then he says, pull, Betsy, pull, Clyde, pull, Billy. And after about a minute, what you see is that car starts to move. And sure enough, old Warwick gets that car out of the ditch. Well, the businessman is, of course, ecstatic. He's excited, but he's also completely surprised. And as the farmer is sitting there scratching old Warwick's ears, thanking him and saying, great job, the businessman walks over to the farmer and says, hey, that was incredible. He goes, but I got to ask, how many names does that mule have? Well, the farmer kind of looked down and smiled. He said, as you can probably tell, Warwick is pretty old. He's had better days. But I also want you to know that he's blind. He can't see. But his hearing works really, really well. And back in the day, old Warwick here used to pull with a team of other mules on the farm, working hard each and every day. And so the message was there that in that moment, old Warwick, he pulled harder than ever because he believed he was pulling with another team. He heard those names, and in his mind, he knew he was working with others to accomplish a goal. He couldn't see them, but he could hear the names. The message there is that after today, you might go off in your different directions, you might go on your own way, and you might go out there and serve and do the great things that you're going to do. But remember these moments, because no matter where each of you end up, we need you to pull hard. We need you to pull strong, because the fact of the matter is, you are pulling with a team of others. You're pulling with the professors and the faculty that helped you get to this moment. You're pulling with a team of family members who have helped to support you in getting to this point in your journey. And you've pulled with each other to be able to get across the finish line and achieve today's moments. What you do matters. Pull hard, pull strong, accomplish the goals, because what you're going to do is going to make a difference. We're proud of you. We're here to celebrate you. Thank you for choosing the path that you have chosen, and we are so proud to call you a PHSC graduate. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hall. I'd also like to thank you for your service at Pasco-Hernando State College and for your support of our nursing programs. It brings me great joy to introduce the nursing faculty and staff. Without all of their hard work and dedication, PHSC's nursing programs would not exist. They are truly the best individuals to have on our team. Would the nursing faculty and staff please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Additionally, there are other Pasco-Hernando State College faculty, staff, and administrators with us today. These individuals have also contributed to assisting students to achieve their goals. Would these individuals please stand and be recognized? Dr. Thompson doesn't want to stand.
There we go.
To the District Board of Trustee members with us today, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your dedication and support of PHSC and our nursing programs. To the scholarship donors with us today, please stand and be recognized. The opportunities you provide for the students cannot be underestimated. We'll give them a round of applause. And to our community healthcare agencies whose support is endless, we express our sincere gratitude. Our clinical agencies provide our students with the opportunity to apply their learned theory in a workplace setting. Would the clinical agency representatives please stand? We would like to take a moment to recognize our veterans or members of the military. Please stand and be recognized. Most importantly, we want to acknowledge the graduates' families and friends who have been the source of encouragement, support, and inspiration for the graduates as they work diligently to complete the nursing program. Graduates, please take a moment and appreciate those that have supported you in achieving your goals. The next segment of the ceremony is a special moment when a representative of the cohort will share reflections of nursing, as well as a guest speaker to bring words of encouragement to our graduates. The class representative, Madeline Corey, a North Campus PN graduate, will share student reflections. Elizabeth Bastian, a graduate from the PN program on North Campus, will also introduce our guest speaker, Shauna Carmack.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty. My name is Madeline Corey, and it's an honor to stand here today representing the graduating LPN class of Pasco-Hernando State College. Before I begin, I'd like everyone to know that I'm currently experiencing a little tachycardia and hyperhidrosis. For those of you who don't speak nursing yet, that means rapid heart rate and profuse sweating. First of all, we made it. Somehow, despite the stress, the caffeine addiction, the care plans, and the emotional damage caused by select all that apply questions, we are officially graduating nursing school. When we started this journey, many of us thought nursing school would be a lot like Grey's Anatomy. It turned out to be much closer to Survivor. We quickly learned how to function on very little sleep, question every answer because they're all technically correct, and eat lunch in under 4 minutes. And somewhere along the way, coffee stopped being a beverage and became life support. I think our entire class shares the same blood type, Starbucks. But through it all, we found our people. We became each other's support system, study partners, therapists, friends. We laughed together, stressed together, cried together, and occasionally stared blankly at 87-page PowerPoints together. Somehow, we became a family. To our instructors and clinical staff, thank you for your patience, guidance, and dedication. Thank you for teaching us not only how to be nurses, but how to stay compassionate under pressure. And thank you for pretending not to notice when we looked completely lost during clinicals, or when we attempted to pronounce words like sternocleidomastoid for the first time. To our families and loved ones, thank you for supporting us through the late nights, missed events, mood swings, and constant discussions about bodily fluids at the dinner table. You survived nursing school right alongside us. And to my classmates, you guys make me so very proud. Nursing school tested our knowledge, our confidence, our patience, and our sanity. But every single person here kept showing up, and that says something powerful about who we are. As we begin the next chapter as licensed practical nurses, we should be proud. We're entering a profession built on compassion, resilience, and service. We will care for people during some of the most difficult moments of their lives, and even the smallest acts of kindness can make all the difference. We may not know exactly where our careers will take us, but one thing's for certain, we'll never say this again. Let me go grab your nurse, because now we are the nurse. Congratulations, class of 2026, we did it. We earned this moment. Celebrate yourselves, celebrate your hard work, the strength it took to get here, and good luck to all the future nurses in this room.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to be introducing someone that impacted us during our clinical experience. Shauna Carmack is a licensed practical, certified in IVs, and wound care nurse. Shauna has 31 years of experience in healthcare, and she began her career as a CNA. She spent the last 17 years as an LPN, working in long-term care, hospice, pediatrics, and home health. Also leadership as an assistant director of nursing and a student mentor. Today, Shauna manages a busy wound care program and is passionate about advocating for patients, student education, and showing us that skill, compassion, and speaking up for what we believe in can make a difference. Thank you so much, Shauna. We appreciate you.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I want to tell you how genuinely honored I am to stand here tonight. When I found out that you guys chose me, someone who inspired you during your clinical experience, I was very humbled. Because when you were with me, I wasn't trying to inspire anyone. I was just trying to teach you what I know. Answer your questions, show you things textbooks can't always, show you. And hopefully you become the kind of nurses I would want taking care of someone I love. And now look at you, you made it. You survived nursing school, clinicals, care plans, exams, probably questioned some of your life choices along the way, and today you get to say you did it. But graduating doesn't mean you're finished learning. If anything, you're about to discover just how much there is left to learn. You will spend the rest of your career learning, so always be receptive. You will spend I've been in healthcare for over 30 years, and I still learn something new all the time. Nursing changes, medicines change, patients will humble you, and I hope you never have to reach a point where you think you know everything, because some of the best nurses I know are willing to stand there and say, I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. Any questions? Ask questions, stay curious, learn the reason behind what you're doing instead of simply learning the task. And please don't ever lose your compassion. You're gonna meet people on some of the worst days of their lives. They're gonna be scared, hurting, confused, angry, grieving, and sometimes downright difficult. But remember, underneath all of that is a human being. I've learned the most difficult ones need the most love. Not always, but most of the time. Take care of them the way you would want to someone to take care of your mother, your dad, your spouse, your child, even your best friend. Advocate for them. And one day, probably sooner than you think, you're gonna look beside you and there will be a nursing student standing there looking just as nervous as you guys once were. Please teach them, please be kind to them, and inspire and encourage them. Don't roll your eyes because you have a student that day. Don't make them feel like they're in the way. Bring them with you, show them what you're doing, explain what you're doing. Let them ask questions, the ones you once had. Because nursing doesn't continue unless we're willing to teach the next generation. Everything I taught you came from decades of patience, mistakes, success, mentors, coworkers, experiences, and people who were willing to teach me along the way. Knowledge isn't something we're supposed to collect and keep to ourselves. We're supposed to pass it on. So when it's your turn, I hope you'll remember what it felt like when someone took the time to teach you, and then do the same for somebody else. Someday, one of those students may come to the nurse taking care of you or someone you love. Make sure we train them well. Make sure the world is better than you found it always. I'm incredibly proud of all of you. And I'm grateful that I got to be one small part of your journey. You walked into clinicals as nursing students. Tonight, you're walking out as nurses. Now go learn everything you can, take pride in taking care of your patients, and when the next generation shows up, you teach them and teach them well. Congratulations.
Thank you, Shauna, for your support of the PHSC nursing programs and our nursing profession. The pinning ceremony tradition originated in the 1860s at the Nightingale School of Nursing in London. Florence Nightingale chose to honor the nursing student by presenting each graduate with a medal. This morning, you will see the symbolic recreation of this nursing tradition as each graduate receives their nursing pin. The nursing pin represents both the graduate's association with PHSC as well as the nursing profession. The act of pinning marked a significant milestone for each of these graduates, the rite of passage into the nursing profession. The pin serves to remind everyone of nursing's historic promise to serve others. Graduates, as we begin our ceremony, take a moment to reflect on your experiences and imagine the fulfilling career you will have as future nurses. At this time, the nursing graduates will receive their pins. As I call the faculty, please come to the center to pin the graduates. And graduates, please come to the side of the stage and enter when your name is called. Mr. Blake Morrison. Elizabeth Bastian. Valeria Feshez Colina. Mandy Kogan. Madeline Alexis Corey. Sierra Mangus. Cynthia McGoldrick. Madison Meyer. Mary Neal. Mia Perez. Alyssa Ruthruff. Sophia Sisufo. In the days of Florence Nightingale, candle flames were used to light the way for nurses making their rounds to care for the sick and injured soldiers during the Crimean War. To the wounded soldiers, the sight of the flame and the nurse's visit brought feelings of comfort. Today, the bright flame symbolically represents knowledge, enlightenment, experience, compassion, and hope. In conjunction with the lighting of the lamp, a pledge is recited as an act of dedication to the ideals of nursing. Graduates, as you recite the Nightingale Pledge, listen to the words. Remember that the profession you have chosen is grounded in tradition, professionalism, and compassion. Graduates, at this time, if you will take your lamps Please stand. Please turn and face the audience. Graduates, please repeat the Nightingale Pledge after me. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in integrity and to practice my profession ethically. I will maintain competency and be always mindful of patient safety. I will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family matters coming to my knowledge. During my nursing practice, with loyalty, I endeavor to devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. Nursing graduates, congratulations on your accomplishments, and you may now extinguish your candles. And you can be seated. You made it. Woo! Congratulations. As I end this ceremony, I want to leave you with just some questions for you to reflect as you begin this new chapter. So I just have two questions. What is your why? And then what kind of nurse do you want to be? When you think about your why, what comes to mind? This is really a deep and holistic question. What is your why in life? Some of you may have thought about this question, and others of you may not have ever even really contemplated it. However, I think as you begin this new chapter in nursing, it's really important to reflect on what your why in life is. Your why will guide you every day and throughout every day. It will guide you with each decision and with each interaction. When we lose focus of our why, this is when we have more conflicts, more challenges, and ultimately we could lose our way. So I challenge you to really ponder your why and then keep your mindset focused on that why. My second question is, what kind of nurse do you really want to be? You've gained a lot of knowledge to start your nursing career. You are at the beginning of a journey, and you have just a wealth of opportunities for you to continue to learn and to grow. So as you continue to learn and grow, I want to ask again, what kind of nurse do you want to be? Will you be focused on how many skills you perform in one day? Or being able to see a trauma come into the ER? Or do you want to be the kind of nurse who takes that extra time to learn about your patients and families? To take the time to ensure that they are comfortable and clean. To take the time to answer their questions, no matter how many times they've asked that same exact question. Will you be the nurse that will take the time to hold their hand when they've just received unfortunate news? Do you want to be the nurse that chooses to embrace compassion, empathy, respect, healing, and giving of yourself to others? Do you want to be a nurse who learns to balance the science of nursing with the art of nursing? Because if the art of nursing is not present in our daily actions as a nurse, we are not reflecting and embracing the true meaning of nursing. The art of nursing has the greatest impact on patient care and others. As you contemplate what kind of nurse you want to be, remember, anyone can be taught a skill, but it takes someone with love and passion for others to be a true nurse. As I close today, never forget to ask yourself, why? With everything that you do, believe in yourselves, think critically, and keep the passion within you so that your life is filled with the joy through the lives you touch every day. Have the desire to be the best nurse that you can be. Keep focused on making a difference every day in at least one person's life. So everyone, please join me one last time and let's congratulate our graduates and celebrate with them. We are very proud of all of you. So thank you for joining us during this monumental day for the graduates and for Pasco-Hernando State College. Audience, please rise as the graduates make their way out of the auditorium.